And, for me, like I mentioned earlier, understanding this verse, this desire that I had, it was like being diagnosed with
Hmm.
this degenerative disease. Like suddenly,
Yep.
okay, my symptoms make sense. No wonder I am a daughter of Eve.
Yep.
I have this consequence being played out in my life. I have
Hmm.
this desire, to it's a desire against my husband. It's
Yep.
subverting his
Yep.
authority in our marriage. I
Hmm.
want to be the one to be in control of every little thing, and it's
Hmm.
causing a lot of chaos.
100%. And I think I don't know one married person, one married woman who doesn't resonate with that and feel that temptation. I think that not only do we have a desire to control our husbands, we actually know pretty well how to do it.
Uh-huh.
My favorite, I quote this all the time, and it's just so great, right? My Big Fat Greek Wedding. What a
Oh,
great movie. Where the mom says to the daughter who's worried about her dad, is he going to agree with this decision or not? She says, he may be the head, but the woman is the neck. And the neck can turn the head whichever way she wants.
yeah.
And what's funny about that, the reason we all laugh at it is because we know there's truth in it.
Mhm, mhm.
And you see that. I love pointing out ways it shows up in the scriptures too, right? John the Baptist is beheaded not because of Herod, but because of Herod's wife, who
Right.
manipulates him and knows all his weaknesses. He
Mhm,
knows that if he's with his friends and he makes a commitment, he'll hold to it because he cares about his image. And so she manipulates the situation to get what
mhm.
she wants through him. And we know how to do that really well.
Yeah,
And it's good to just look at each other and admit it and go,
it's
yep.
so true. Yeah, if you look at my book Control Girl, what I did was I looked at 7 women in the Bible. I thought, okay, here we have Eve's story and this consequence being given to her. And if I want to, surely if I look at other daughters of Eve, if I now am playing out these consequences in my own life, surely we can go back to the beginning and look at these earliest daughters of Eve and trace this in their lives,
Yeah.
um, and find maybe some lessons, some things to avoid, some God's perspective on all of it. And sure enough, like
Mm-hmm.
page after page after page, as I studied through Eve, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel, Miriam, all of their lives, they're trying, especially in their marital relationships, they're trying to pounce like that animal. They want to be the one who is in control. They've got this idea of how it all should go. They
Mm-hmm.
are the neck
Yeah.
trying to turn. And I love that you said it can be, we know those little ways to slip in. I always say I can control my husband with little sounds. They're little
Mm-hmm.
like sighs, like or
Mm-hmm.
or like those
Yep.
little bitty sounds. That's like me being the neck, like turning his
Yep.
way. And
We
you had a
are
quote.
masters.
Yes, and you had a quote by Elizabeth Elliot that I thought was so helpful. Can you share
Yes.
that one with us also?
Yes, I would love to. It's about this power. What we're talking about, she calls it a type of power
It
that
is.
we have over men. They have power over us. They have things, they're stronger than us, right? There is a type of almost brute force that they can wield against women. And we see in, people post fall, we see that happening. But women, we have our own power over men. And the command in the New Testament to submit, she would say, is to restrain that power. So let me read this quote. She says, as man's power over woman is restrained by love, woman's power over man is restrained by the command to submit. Any woman knows that she has ways of getting her own way. It is not physical strength that is most powerful. It is not the ability to deal with high level abstractions. She may be as intelligent as or more intelligent than her husband, and she may be more gifted than he is. Whether this is the case or not, she also has wiles, emotional power, and she has sexual power. These must be restrained. The kind of restraint God asks of her is submission.
Mm.
I just love how she says those commands in the New Testament given in our marriage are to help restrain our sinful tendencies toward one another. That men are commanded to give their lives, to serve their wives in love, and to restrain that power they have over us. But he looks at us and says, you have power over your husband. to manipulate him and control him. And I'm asking you to restrain that power you have over him by submission. That it's actually a mutual command we're given of restraint toward one another so that we can re-enter as believers to try and relive what we were meant to be at first, a partnership together, complementary to one another, but working together for a greater good than just fighting each other.